Now, this one is probably out of all the things that you've learned today, we've learned where to put our focus on, the 3 areas that we need to focus on for creating wealth inside of the business for us, right? Our working income, our passive income, adding value to our businesses. We've learned the essence of what a business is, right? The essence of business is to make money. Don't get it confused. If you are doing a business, real estate business, whatever you're going out, gardening, you're buying properties, putting people in there for free, that's not a business. That is contribution. That's whatever. Just if you're doing it for free, just call it that. It's not a business. This is about making a profit. This is about making money, right? So I just want to be clear on that. A lot of people get that confused where they go to personal development seminars, they want to build stuff and put a bunch of homeless people in there. That's awesome. But if it's not going to make you money, it's not a business. It's a nonprofit, all right? Right. It's contribution. So I'm clear on what I'm doing, and I'm clear. I hope you are too. This piece is pretty important because I looked at it from like we're talking about how to create wealth and success inside your apartment building business, your real estate investing business, how to create wealth, to get rich, to create real money in like 5 years or less, right? Because we set the tone for our intentions on how much money we're going to make and what we're going to be doing within the next 5 years. So we have a plan. So what are some of the things that you think could knock you off of your game about sticking to this plan, this simple, clear intention of what the hell you're going to be doing over the next 5 years? I could say most broke real estate investors fail in this arena through one thing. They don't focus. If you really take a look at it, right? Focus. Number 1. Yeah, it's kind of number 2, but we'll leave it as number 1 for this thing. Rich and successful real estate investors, guys who play the apartment building and the commercial game, residential too, they focus. Most people do not focus, or they can't focus long. So let's take somebody we all know. Let's say Donald Trump, right? In the beginning era. Donald Trump made all of his money focused on one vehicle, real estate investing. One way, shape, or form. He was a developer. He was in real estate. His dad, real estate. Now, once he made his money in real estate, he was able to dabble and play. But if you haven't noticed, he hasn't been really as rich. He hasn't made as much money from any other vehicle, dicking around, playing around, because he had a bunch of fallout time as focusing on his vehicle, right? So me and my wife talk about this all the time. We focused on real estate investing. We bought apartment buildings. We bought a ton of houses. We did a lot of stuff. Then that afforded us the opportunity for me to start Warhorse Strength Camp as a gym, start training athletes, come up with Champion and all the other personal development programs that we included inside of those things. But it never really made it the same amount of money. We had success, but never got wealthy and rich off of that as the way that we did with real estate. So our focus on real estate allowed us the opportunity to go do other things. And as soon as we took our focus off real estate and we start focusing over here, money starts going down. This right here starts taking precedence. Also like, oh, whoa, wait, hey, what the hell's happening? We need to go back over here and refocus, right? So I said that to you to remind you, focus. So write down a list of the 5 things. 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stick with me here. Boom, 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 boom. 5 things that you could actually focus on that will, let's do this. 5 things that you can focus on that'll actually raise the bar inside of growing the business that you got. Apartment building stuff. What are the 5 areas that you know that you can focus on, that if you just focus on these 5 things, you'll actually make more money, you'll bring in more deals. I already told you like where you need to focus 70% of your time. So what are the 5 things that you probably need to focus on? Really? Take about 2 minutes and write those things down. Because if you don't focus, you will fail. Period. I don't know anybody who's actually made their money doing like 40 things at one time, right? So let's use the example of this. We've all seen this, heard this, watched it drawn, but I think even I can draw this for my kids and they get it. Let's say you have a rocket ship. That's it looks like a bit off banana, but it's a rocket ship. All right. So let's say these are the wings. There's a wing right here, and these are your jet propellers. All right. Boom. Let's say this is our rocket ship. We're going way up here in outer space. Boom. Right? This is the moon. Kind of looks like a cookie, but it's not. And it's super far away. I just made the rocket ship too big. Anyways, so let's say all of this has to be going in the same direction. I mean, there's a couple of different analogies, but we'll use this one, right? So you figure, let's say you were like, shit, I don't want to focus that hard. I think I can do like 8 things at once. And you take away one of your thrusters and we put them onto the side. So it goes here. So now you only have 2 right here, right? And then you go, cool. One of my friends talked to me about this other awesome business opportunity. And then, that takes away a little bit of your focus. So now your other thruster, and you put it right here. Boom. Right? So now you have things pushing you this way. You have something pushing you this way now. And then you have one thing going up. What the hell is this? This thing is going to crash, which is what most unsuccessful real estate investors experience. They're broke because they're unfocused. They're all over the damn place. Everything comes into their space, right? Which is why you go to seminars and it's tough. Because I've been to seminars too. They show you like, oh, what about your tax ramifications and blah, blah, blah. And you need to set up a structure. And all of a sudden you haven't even done a damn deal yet. And if you have done a deal, you start worrying about shit that you don't need to, that you can pass on to your team. Because where did I say your focus needs to be? Marketing and buying. Right? So that's shit for everyone else. That's not for you. When your focus starts to become unraveled, when you stop doing this, you'll never hit the moon. You will never get there. It takes too much energy. This right here will just crash and burn. This is going right here and it's going to blow up in your face. And I wish I could draw people burning up, because that's you, on fire, and they're your family. Boom. They're on fire. And like a wife over here, she's on fire. I know it's dramatic, but I need to paint the picture of what it looks like to not focus. Right? So here's what we're going to do. We're looking at this like we said. Pick the 5 things that you know that you need to focus on. You have to say it with me. I focus. I focus. I focus. Like, you have to remind yourself that. There's times when I don't feel like doing shit. I'm like, man, I got to get this marketing out. I got to get this piece. I got to call these brokers. And I'm like, shit, is that my phone? I didn't eat yet, did I? And all of a sudden, I'm all over the damn place. And I got to remind myself, Vic, focus on the shit that's going to make you money today. Put it in the ground. Put the seed in the ground and start watering it. But you got to focus. If you turn your focus and you do something else, you will not succeed. You will not get rich in this business. This business has one purpose, and that is to make you money. I don't care what anybody says. Real estate is about buying properties, turning them around, and making them make you a lot of freaking money, or if not, get out of it. And if you cannot focus long enough to make sure that you succeed in this business, get out of it. There's broke real estate investors, and there's rich multi-million-dollar real estate investors that run businesses, and this is one of the key factors I know when I talk to them. Aside from taking relentless action, there are other pieces that they focus. Like I said, it wasn't until I lost focus on what mattered, the vehicle at hand, that we began to lose money, not make any more money, stop getting property, stop doing this other stuff. So it was nice to have a vacation and do other shit, but grand scheme of things, I'm a real estate investor, and a rich real estate investor at that. So I know what it feels like to make a lot of money, and I know what it feels like to not have any. And I can tell you, having more money feels a lot better than not. So, and if I can tell you the number one key to not having any money is you not focusing on the business at hand. So here's what you're going to focus on. The business of buying buildings. So, write that down. What are the 5 things that you know that you need to focus on more? And naturally, there's a couple of things that you need to focus on. Let's say there's those 5. You're going to figure those out. 5 things that you can focus on. That means that there's other things that you're going to stop focusing on. And the key to success with focus is your ability to tell people no. The more you can say no to something that takes your focus off of what you need to be focusing on, I promise you, the more successful you're going to be. Right? Write that down. The more you say no to things that take your focus away, the more successful you will be. Cool? So, focus on what? The business of buying buildings. That is your business. Right? And other than that, it's any man's guess. Like I said, period. So I want to let you know that the key element, the number one critical factor to you being rich and creating wealth as it relates to being an apartment building owner and a business owner is your ability to focus. Say it. I focus. I will focus. I am focused. That is it. If you don't focus, you will fail. All right? So